I'm on the home stretch of my zero spend grocery budget month. I'm trying to cut out all the expenses except for essential dairy and produce. For my husband, myself, and our 5-year-old daughter, I've allowed for $10 a week just for those essentials. And we have a house guest who just arrived a couple days ago.
Hey, do you have any filet mignon around?
No, sorry about that. You want me to pick up some for you?
You spent $967 on road service!
All jokes aside, I'll update you on how things are going and what's coming up in this next week. I'll jump straight into it and show you the things that we ate last week. Lunch on Monday is grilled chicken sandwiches, and my daughter has some cut up, and we're having some Doritos and some fruit on the side as well. It's already on the table, and it's a nice use for all those little extra condiment packets that come home from restaurants. Breakfast this morning is a bowl of yogurt, some fruit, and granola, and a cup of coffee, of course. Lunch today is some leftover tomato soup with grilled cheese sandwiches, and my daughter's going to have some of the leftover spaghetti and some oranges. So, getting some leftovers eaten up today. Dinner tonight is some chicken fried rice, broccoli, and an egg roll. Breakfast this morning is an oatmeal bar. This morning, breakfast is oatmeal bars with coffee, and I've actually taken a little bit of whipped cream and put on top, and that has been a nice little addition to it. Dinner tonight is a creamy chicken noodle soup.
So mommy has a bagel and I have an English muffin toast with jelly, grape jelly.
I planned to make chicken pot pie last week. However, we had some sickness in the house, and so chicken noodle soup sounded a little better. And I was very thankful that I had the things in my pantry and freezer that I could accommodate that. I love to keep broth and your base veggies like celery, carrots, and onions. I love to keep all of those things on hand. I generally have chicken on hand as well. I like to debone rotisserie chickens and shred it and keep that bagged up in the freezer as well. And all of those things come in super handy on occasions where we want to make something like chicken noodle soup. As you know, I've got plenty of coffee in stock. I've got plenty to get me through the first several weeks next month as well. As one of you pointed out, that is quite a blessing. I'm thankful for that. And with our house guests, I did allocate an extra $20 knowing we would be having someone else in the house. We added a little extra fruit this week, and I made a couple things to have on hand. Now I'll show you all the things I purchased last week. Here you see what I hope to be the final grocery haul of the month. It is larger than the previous weeks, but that's to be expected. We're at the end of the month, and we have company coming. We have a house guest that will be with us for the next week. And in addition to that, we have a group that comes to our house once a month, and they will be here on Sunday night. And I had some things I need to make for that. It's a group of about 20-ish people, but that's the main reason for most of this. So we needed some cheese and mayo and ranch dressing and sour cream. And I grabbed some eggs as well. We're starting to run a little bit low for the things I have planned for the week. And then we needed some produce. I got some celery. We got some apples, some oranges, some tomatoes, baby carrots. We have a cucumber here. And then I grabbed some red peppers. I wanted them and I'd scratched them off my list, but then I actually found them on clearance. I got these 3 peppers for $1.50, and you can see this one is starting to be a little soft. This one is still great, and this one is really good too. But I am going to cut these 2 up and put them on a veggie tray. This one I'm going to chop and cook and put in some egg muffins that I plan to cook. And then I got some frozen corn because I'm going to make a pot of soup and put that in it. And we'll have that for our company this week. But we'll see if that gets us through the week. If not, I can run to the store. But my total for all of this is $23.82. So I'm really close on my goal. $10 a week for the family, the extra $20 a week for a company, total of $60. And I'm right there at the edge. If we have to go get something, we will, but I think we may just make it. Let me give you a quick run through of what's in the refrigerator, freezer, and pantry now. So here we have the refrigerator. I think we're pretty good on dairy until the end of the week. And we've got some condiments and things up here. We have a few leftovers, a little bit of that chicken noodle soup. And we have some bacon right there that'll make good use in breakfast the upcoming mornings. Down here we have lots of good stuff. So we had a crowd over on Sunday and I made sliders. You'll see that in an upcoming video, and we have lots of them left. So many I will probably put some of them in the freezer. But I've also got some egg bites back there. And down there you can't see what it is, but there is some chowder that I made this weekend for our house guest. And we had a potluck we went to and had potato salad left over. So we've got lots of sandwiches and sides and soups to eat on. In addition to some fruit. We might have to pick up some fruit at the end of the week, but we'll just see how it goes. We're good on veggies. I bought enough veggies to make a veggie tray for our group that came over Sunday night, and we have plenty of that left. We're good on meats. There's lots of ham in here and kielbasa, and we're okay on cheese, not great, but probably enough to the end of the month. And this freezer is honestly much the same as last time. Got some veggies up here and some breakfast items, some sausage and breakfast breads. We have some meats, and then we have our convenience foods over here. Plenty of those to get us through the month. And the garage freezer, I've used up some chicken broth. I'm starting to get a little low on chicken broth. I'm okay, but still plenty of beans. Still plenty of frozen fruit. We are working on the broccoli that had been there. Still have a pan of lasagna. So that's something I'll probably try to work on. If I don't need it this week, I'll probably fix it early March. And we've got some hash browns and breakfast sandwiches. And then some of the meat down there, meatballs, ribs, hamburgers, and then there's some pork and chicken back there. So we're in great shape with the freezer, and I probably need to think about continuing this challenge to some extent at least. And my pantry is really much the same. I won't spend much time here. Still plenty of sugar and flour up there. We're still good over here in this cabinet. I did use egg noodles to make my chicken noodle soup. Lots of other pastas and rices there, and enough canned goods to get us through. So when I take a look at all of those things that I have on hand, here is the game plan for the upcoming week.
Even with our house guest with us for the week, he is only with us at our home for breakfast and lunch, which I consider to be the easiest 2 meals of the day. He has dinner appointments, so I do have a few things listed there for us for dinner, but I don't even know for sure that I will have to cook all of those.
One of the things I'm looking at is continuing, not the zero spend challenge, nothing that extreme. However, when I take a look at, especially in my freezer and how much I have, I think I'm going to continue trying to eat from the freezer quite a bit. I probably won't dial back the budget. I have several things like cleaning products and household items, personal hygiene, and some things in the kitchen that are just ready to restock. So I've got several things I do need to buy early next month. So I won't dial back the budget in that regard, but I do think I'm going to make a concerted effort to eat out of my freezer and pantry a lot. And I hope I can keep this momentum going. Some of y'all have shared some recipes and ideas that I really want to try soon. And I really appreciate and love this exchange of information and ideas and what we gain from one another in this community and this forum. I hope you're having a good month. I hope you get a little inspiration from what we're doing here in this household this week. And I hope this encourages all of us to be thankful for what we have, to take care of it, and be content as well. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it.